Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. The palace of the Ooni of Ife witnessed something that, in fact, is like one of the most surprising thing and scariest thing that they have ever seen recently in the palace. Something happened. Now, if you have been following the trend of events, last week, something happened where a day tutu, I'm not going to take you down through it because I don't want to bore you, okay? A day tutu had made some revolution, okay, in the palace. And that turned the heart of Kabiyesi. He was upset. He, didn't even know what to do. He felt so bad over it. The revelation was that most of the spiritual exercises that, Ebony had carried out for him, Ebony did not see all the things that she claimed to have seen, which we heard that Ebony admitted that Queen Naomi's Ori was not allowing her see through. But instead of coming out to say Queen Naomi's Ori was not allowing her see through, she decided to cover it up with certain stories. I will not bore you with that story because I know you know. Now, Ooni of Ife got upset and asked them to go and, demolish her shrine in the palace. She had a place, okay, where, she was receiving people for prayers and all of that. They said her situation took a completely different turn, and the weight of everything happening around her, was something that, people could not believe that things could go that far. When Oni, ordered the guards to go and break that shrine, she begged and begged and begged. That shrine was her pride, her symbol of spiritual authority, the place people used to, go for secret power, prayers, and protection and favor, okay? Now, when she heard that Kabiyesi had ordered them to break that shrine, she cried. She felt so bad. She said that had something called Ejo, or is it Orunkami or something was inside that shrine. And what that means is her spiritual essence, from what I'm hearing, like her Oritu was inside the shrine. That they should give her time to go and do ritual to expel it out of that shrine before they'll go and bring down that shrine. If not, the thing would turn against her, thinking that she was the one sending it away. They said a jaw is a spiritual snake, okay? Now, when I ask people, because me, I couldn't understand it. When I now ask people what that meant, they say, yes, so that spiritually, anybody could be associated with any animal. It could be a snake or something, okay, depending on your spiritual level. Maybe you know that or maybe you don't know, but that was the explanation I got. So, Adetutu, being a spiritual person who understood, spoke to Kabiyesi and they gave her some hours to go and do the ritual to expel that thing. And the thing left. Whether it left or not, but once that time was over, Kabiyesi asked them to go and break the shrine, and they went ahead and they broke that shrine. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the South still on the Royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love your show. I do well, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Now they went and they broke the shrine, brought everything down. She cried and cried and cried and cried. People holding her sister crying with her. People. In fact, you see this Ebony, hey, this spirituality that we are seeing, it is not a small something, no. They are right. It is not a small something. They say if you see the way she cried, that you should have seen the way she cried over the breaking of that shrine. But something happened, okay? As if that humiliation was not enough. They say on the very night, a snake was, found, a very big snake like a boa, the one they call the boa, had died. And Oh, I cannot begin to tell you what we had. A very big, like they said, the big, let me tell you the size of that snake that they are talking about. Do you know the size of an apple cider vinegar bottle? That plastic bottle where they put apple cider. That apple cider vinegar bottle, that size, okay? That was the width of the snake that the boa that bite inside Naomi's house, the project. That project that they are building for Olori Naomi, the villa that they have not completed. Yes, that very project. That was the size of the boa that bite there. And you know that, then I will tell you the length of that boa they said they found in that place, that bite. They said the length of that boa will be like, you know, an adult belt if you put like 4 together, that long, that big. They said that was what they found that bite there. Then let me tell you another mystery that happened. They said when that boa bite, when they went to go and see the boa had turned upside down. It was the belly of the boa that was facing up. They say when they saw that thing, when the people who were going there to go and walk saw that thing, if you see rays, the way they ran, they say she cried and cried and cried. And they said that was why she left immediately and went to the UK. She left and went to the UK and said she will be back. She will be back in 1 week. She left. But one thing that happened, while, you know, she was still struggling with the reality of losing both her shrine and her Ori, they said another devastating blow came. They say her grandmother from her paternal side, who has always been her backbone, the one who cancelled her when palace matters became too heated, suddenly collapsed that same night. They said she collapsed. It was as if the universe lined everything up against her at once. They say family members rushed to attend to the old woman, but the fact that it all happened within, you know, hours of each other left Ebony completely broken. They said those who saw, you know, her, they said she was, in fact, they described her as restless, unable to sit or stand in one place, asking herself over and over again what she had done wrong to deserve all of these chains of events. And people are saying, it's everything that you did to Olori Naomi. It is, in fact, they say the palace, one of the things that broke the heart of her family is that the palace just, you know, carried on without even paying attention to her pain to them. Kabiyesi had, you know, made his stance clear. The shrine was no longer welcome and there was no need to keep tolerating what Ebony once represented. The cry of the snake was seen by some as a sign that her season of influence had truly ended. And, you know, the collapse of her grandmother only made it clear that she no longer had the strong pillar of support she once had. They said Ebony was devastated. They said this woman died. As I'm talking to you right now, they say she left for the UK. And she left because something happened during that accounting summit. In fact, everything put together. Ebony had always been known for her confidence and for carrying herself as someone untouchable. But now the same people who feared her presence and her spiritual backing are whispering among themselves that she is finished. Her once intimidating aura is gone. Instead of commanding fear, she is drawing pity. A few of her close friends have been visiting, but even they don't know what to say or how to encourage her. Some are keeping their distance because they are afraid that being too close to her at this time might bring them problem. And they said this was what broke her heart, that she left. For Ebony, this is more than just humiliation. It is a stripping away of everything she built her life around. The shrine gone means she is no longer has that recognition, okay, that no longer has a recognized space to operate from. You know, her, you know, they said that snake that bite is, related to her. Maybe it was a re or something that was protecting her or something that was giving her that kind of power and all of that. This thing devastated the living daylight out of her. That was how she just left back to the UK. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.